Man, Dirk. One thing about Dirk played with a chip on his shoulder every game.
Yo, that's how Dion, nigga couldn't.
Gerald made it hard, man. Like people gotta understand, man. To go to school with this man every day, like yo, you had to have tough skin.
Only person I seen score against Southwestern was Mo.
Hitting all on you and all
Mo was the only person I seen score against Southwestern.
Yeah.
That's the only person. That's the only person I seen score. And I watched all 28 games. That's the only person I seen score against them.
It was rough.
Mo was something else.
Black Jesus, that's how I say, like Black Jesus was different, man.
Yeah, it's something
I never
different.
forget we was up Northwestern. You was in there, both of y'all was there.
Oh yeah, to win.
Gave ball caught you 60. Who remember that day?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Throwing out the backboard for the 60th point right out the gym. Was you there?
Yeah.
Gerald?
Yeah. Mo Hatton.
Mo Hatton did?
Yeah.
That's when Val started calling him Black Jesus. Val started calling him Black Jesus, man. Val said, man, that's Black Jesus. Man, I'm talking about, at that time I'm just so amazed in the game, I'm not even thinking about the points.
Right.
But people was really like keeping points.
All right, but tell me this before we go too far. All right, so, because Derek on here. So, all right, so what other teams that we name? All right, we already said Will don't want to beat y'all. I know Will will hear this and probably say, man, we're going to beat them. Because I know Will will represent.
We're going to bring Thrill on and say we can sit down and talk about it together.
Man, they wouldn't have beat y'all, man. There's no way.
We'd have counseled everybody.
D said y'all would have beat them 80-54.
80-54.
But Will enough.
That's what he said. Y'all would have beat them 80-54.
Enjoy our role, man.
No disrespect, the city team would have had a chance. Who else? The Poly team. Poly team would have had a chance.
Let me address that, man. Like, while I'm sitting right here. Because
Joey against
Justin Lewis.
Come on, man.
Justin Lewis, don't get me wrong. Justin Lewis reminded me of a more skilled Joey Leslie.
Exactly.
But Justin Lewis is a first round draft pick now. So
Who picked him up?
he will be.
He will be.
When it's all said and done and written in stone,
He got hurt, so he'll be all right.
Coming out of okay. And Shaka Smart gonna do. Shaka Smart's a great coach to take him where he got to go. Justin Lewis gonna be good. Now, with that team, I say this: they couldn't beat St. Francis.
What team?
Pilot.
Oh.
We'd have beat that. No disrespect to Nick, I love you. We'd have beat the shit out of St. Francis. Booger wouldn't have stood a chance with Joe.
D said though, if Walbrook would have beat y'all though, they would have won it all.
I told y'all, whoever would have won that game would have had the momentum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you say Polly is good, but Ra-Ra's not gonna shake up Dirk. Brandon Murray, you gotta pick your poison between Gerald and Tyler.
Right.
And you still gotta score. Cause you 40 to 50% of their offense.
He said after y'all hit pop star status after y'all beat Dumbo.
Hey, listen, we was on top of the world.
That's what I said. So during that time,
he said it was a rap.
That's what y'all said.
Once we beat Dumbo, once we beat Dumbo, we looking at the schedule. We like, yo.
Did y'all say it while y'all was there? But y'all was like, yo, we might go undefeated.
We thought it. We never spoken into existence. We all kept it to ourselves. But we knew it was real walking down the tunnel. Before we played Gwen Park, we walking down the tunnel, man. Captain started it off. You know, we all walking, me, Lonnie, and Gerald walking side by side each other. We about to play the biggest game in history. Gerald don't got no shoes on. We saw trying to figure out why Gerald don't got no shoes on. Because he getting a special pair of Adidas delivered right before tip off, and he ain't going on the floor until he get his shoes.
Right.
So, you know, we walking down the tunnel, and we was upstairs in Kofi House. So we walking, me, Lonnie, and Joe, we hear something like, so we looking like, what the hell? And we know co-emotional, you know.
Hold on, but y'all already won. But what about the city? Y'all ain't saying doing the city?
The city championship, we just knew it wasn't over.
Oh, y'all still like, still got more work.
We knew we got ways to go. It wasn't over. Like we was happy we won the city championship. We embraced the pep rally.
That's all great. That was big.
It was big. It was big for the city. It was, but we knew that.
That was bigger than College Park to me.
I can't say that because I say College Park was bigger. Because you gotta think about it, just 3-4 years ago they had won a city championship.
But see, the thing is with me, I'm saying
they already won a city championship.
But I'm saying right. But with me watching basketball, I always thought that Baltimore basketball was so much thicker than the whole Poly.
Oh, Chop the Con was 24-0.
Yeah.
Chop the Con, yeah.
And Gwen Park was 27.
Gwen Park was always good.
They was undefeated too.
They was always good.
Both teams we beat was undefeated teams.
But this is what I'm about to say. I always thought that Baltimore teams was always thicker than a whole.
Yeah,
tournament.
Dirk said, they never heard of us the same way we never heard of them. Mm-hmm. Like when we seen Chop the Con, we was like, yo, who was y'all?
I had never heard of.
Yeah, we didn't know. We like, who was Chop the Con? Wait, what is a pass of the crew? Somewhere in Maryland.
Somewhere in Maryland. But it's so many times that I went down there and watched Baltimore people just destroy Baltimore team. I would destroy these county teams.
Think about it. Dunbar got beat by Pokemon that year. Pooh Bear them. Pooh Bear them beat the shit out of Dunbar for the state championship that year. In the finals.
The finals, right.
So when we looking at it, basketball dribbled all over this state. We never underestimated anybody. You know what I'm saying? Once we got out of Baltimore, we don't know y'all the same way y'all don't know us. We coming to do what we do. Our number one goal was play defense, get a rebound, and get that shit out to the races.
Since I've been down there, a team, Baltimore team hasn't lost. Since I've been going, Poly hasn't lost, right? I can name a whole ton of times. I was there for Walbrook games. I was there when Walbrook won. I was there when y'all won. I was like, to me, it's like every time Baltimore team, I've never seen them lose. I was there with Southwestern when Pooh Bear had them like 9 threes the first quarter, some shit. I'm like,
look
God
at
damn.
the teams we not talking about, like Oxon Hill with Mike Sweeten and all
Right.
that. Eleanor Roosevelt with
What's
Eddie
Sweeten?
Bassett.
Went to Georgia?
Yeah, with Eddie
Georgia,
Bassett, Eddie Bassett and Delonte West.
Yeah.
Yo, teams loaded, man. Like them teams, PG County breed that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's Maryland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, these teams be loaded. We, that year, we was just different. We was different. My 2 years, we had 10 transfers in 2 years. Cofield won 2 state championships in 3 years.
Right.
That's
good.
That's
Everybody doing
We
that.
won 2 state championships in 3 years.
Yeah.
My junior year, we won. My senior year, Levi got his get back with me. And then the next year, moving Troy and them up, the varsity, Troy won a state championship.
Yeah.
They beat Gwynn Park. Cole beat Gwynn Park 2 times. He 2-0 against Gwynn Park. And state
Troy was in.
22 was good. Baby Deuce was good. We call him Baby Deuce.
See, he fell in a bad situation, yo, because of Tyler.
Troy.
So we always expected Troy to be Tyler, yo.
And that was the main issue with the fact this situation. And to the sense of Baby 22 always said, "I'm better than 5. I want to be better than 5." And I like that motivation. He strived to go out to be player of the year. He strived out to go do these things. Like, he wanted to be better than 5. He put on, you gotta think about this. He put on, the line of 22 went strong.
Right.
Because Bro Boy first, if he's eligible to play another year, he never goes to Hargrave. We 56-0.
Right.
He leave, I put 22 on. I lose 3 that year. I leave, Troy put 22 on. It all fell down the line. And we was all brothers. To this day, I just was with Troy last week. We all brothers. You feel what I'm saying? We tripled the situation down the line. Everybody wore 5. Chucky wore 5 first.
D said y'all started this.
We started that Super State shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Chucky wore 5.
Right.
Chucky passed it on to Bro.
What Fat Chucky?
Yeah, hell yeah. Chucky
You
was.
had 5?
Player of the year, too.
Man, Chucky
Oh yeah, I
was.
already know that.
Player of the year wore number
Yo.
5. Both 5s from Douglas won Player of the year.
Yeah, Chucky was one of the people I thought was going to go. I knew it was going to be his weight. I knew he wasn't going to be disciplined. Yeah,
he was never going to be slim.
Because I knew once the next level, I watched so many people do it.
He could never get that weight.
I watched Mark Carter do it. I watched so many people say, yo, when we get to the next level, it's going to be different.
Right.
It's going to be about your body. Your skills going to be there. It's going to be about your body, yo. If you're taking care of your body.
Yeah, and that's the number one thing. Like, you know, with us, we say to this day, like, me and Captain talk about it all this time. We say, you know, what if we didn't really know about the weight room?
Yeah.
What, like, all we knew was basketball. We wasn't.
Put that muscle on you, boy.
We wasn't strong. We was athletic.
Right.
All we knew was run, jump, and repetition. Repetition. That's all we knew.
He said
we wasn't with that.
He said Gerald was a special because he took pride in guarding the best player.
On every
Always.
team. Every team.
Yeah.
Every team.
Let's get into Gerald. All right, you know, our first time really actually hanging together,
Good.
it was Goodman League.
Good.
So, take us back to that. Did I bring Gerald out that day?
Yeah.
You was already there.
I was already there.
All right, I brought Gerald, right.
Talking about the big game day.
The big game day,
I
right.
never forget, like I said, I just told the story, man, listen, that was probably the boldest statement Gerald ever made in his life when he said he wanted to play against Kirk Bone.
Take it, I'm bringing him.
Hey.
So he was
Like,
or the never.
He fired up.
Yeah, he's fired.
Miles giving the game on a Sunday, man. I never forget it, man. Like, and that day, Shorty really became like everybody say the Kevin Durant game made him. No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. No.
I watched Gerald go pound for pound with Gilbert Arenas after Gilbert Arenas signed his highest contract ever. Mm-hmm. Just had the baby by Gloria. Gloria was there with the baby. They let Gilbert pull his black Maserati on the court.
Did he? I was there. I was there.
So,
he pulled it up.
Like, then, you know, we was two kids from Baltimore that was just wanting to play basketball. We was just put in a situation that luckily played out and panned out good for us. People talk about that. That was 2007. That was 14 years ago. You know what I'm saying? 14 years ago, and then in Baltimore wouldn't even respected me for playing basketball. But as soon as I got in the car and I got on the road and I went down and I crossed over to PG County, I got all the love in the world.
Yes, you did.
All the love in the world.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's true.
those people, I love those people. You know what I mean? I respect those people. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I never forget when I seen Big Unc there. Big Unc came back home. The word was back in Baltimore before I got back to Baltimore. See, what I didn't do was Monday through Friday, my schedule was so crazy.
Right.
Like, I literally, in 2007, I was playing 5 times, 6 times a week.
Right.
But I always made it my business to come back to Drill Park on Saturday morning, on the weekend. Mm-hmm. Word had already got back. So Boo was like, man, y'all need to go check Lil Bro out, man. Lil Bro doing something special. So they like, who him? Who him?
Right.
You know, they like, man, Brandon, like, man, nah, Brandon. But Baltimore always helped me to a standard. Mm-hmm. But when I went to DC, I was able to be me. And when Gerald took me to the good man,
I'll take this one. Go take that.
I knew I had to be the same person that I was to him 5 years
Did he
prior.
take you there or you took him?
He took me.
Okay.
I never would have got there without him.
Right, because I remember you was there, right? And I got
what happened
right.
was, I was in my dorm room one day, and Keith Mallory, which is Gerald's cousin, Keith said, yo, Gerald playing down a Goodman today. And I said, yo, I'm going. I called him that day. He said you was bringing him. You bought him the first game. He came in there with the leg band on, with the mohawk.
Right.
I was called the P. Shetty. And that shit.
Thank you. See, listen, y'all. Me and this guy was the first 2 days when this happened, right?
Yeah.
The whole drive, I'm telling him, like, yo, you got this crazy hair.
He told him don't do it.
You got these shoes on, like, yo, this man gonna crack. He's like, nah, I'm good. I bust these niggas' ass, ain't gonna be cracked.
Shut up, me.
Gerald said when he went out there 2 minutes, yo.
Bow ain't waste no time, man. Dead serious, man.
Yeah,
Bow ain't waste no
going.
time.
I'm over there like this, look.
And listen, but guess what though? Shorty ended up that year. Terrence won back-to-back MVPs that year. Lord rest his soul.
Lil T.
Lil T was back-to-back MVP. He played with Third Eye. It was him, David Hawkins, D Nice, Michael Beasley, and Andre Blatch.
What David Hawkins went to Temple?
Incredible.
Yes, Incredible Hawkins.
They loaded, yo. So that's what I'm going against back in 07.
Right.
Motherfuckers don't know about this. Yo, we beating our bodies up out there.
David Hawkins.
Man, David Hawkins, man, listen. I got one right here, baby.
Okay, all right.
What people don't know is Silk.
Pass that when you
Which one you want?
Silk is my
Get
favorite.
out of here, man.
Silk is my favorite. Yeah. Silk is my favorite all-time player. My heart and soul. Silk is he the reason
Andre
why he the reason why I got the and one and all that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
He's my number one guy. He got some juice.
Let's think about that.
So
You can't trick my man. Hey, you can't trick my man.
I know the kid. Man, listen, man. Him and Plug, man, they my two friends that don't drink nothing. You might drink some Malibu. Y'all my Malibu.
But guess what? In here getting
Wet. I'd rather drink this alcohol than when he drink. He'll drink a lot of goddamn sodas, them dark ones.
And so, you know, like every time I looked at D Nice, I thought about Silk.
D Nice is the shit.
Man, Warren Jefferson,
Nice,
man. I don't know if
listen. I've been playing against D Nice for a long time. 35 and over.
Yeah, look, everything.
Ocean City. I'm telling you, man, rough, man. And he do though. Silk always put you because they
I gotta get Silk on here too. That's why I
like
put
and
the
everything.
Yeah, maybe I knew that. I knew that. People
That's another guy. That's another guy. Like I know these kids when they was younger. Yeah. I used to bring Silk over. Silk will tell you, I bring him over West Baltimore. Yeah. I seen him one time. I said, yo, you gotta come over West Hoop with us, yo.
Yo, I never forget.
I'm gonna bring him on.
I first fell in love with Silk, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was a young kid sitting in the stands. I ain't gonna say no names. Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names, but yo dunked on one of my big homies so hard. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
Hold on, damn that big homie.
Who? Your big homie?
Yo dunked on Mama Car so hard. Mama fucks him, man.
Hey, look.
Who gonna say
Hey, Silk,
what you doing, man?
First of all, I ain't like that. And then I ain't like the fact that
Oh man, come on.
Hold on, baseline dunked on Mom so hard, showing Mom fucks him, man. I couldn't believe it, yo.
I ain't like how you slid me down Carver one day. You know, then I recover and block your shit from behind, and that fat ass. Oh, I can't say that with my man. Kevin Langhorne called a foul on you, and the crowd went crazy. Crowd went, yo, he slid me.
Yo, he slid him so bad, right? He looked back.
But when he think he got the shot, I come catch him from behind.
Well,
Kevin called a foul.
You're famous, bro. That's one thing you don't give up.
But Silk had moved with the in and out cross so fast. Boo had to look back at himself and say, "The fuck, I'm still standing here. I gotta recover." And bro, baby step.
Went and got this shit.
But yeah, like
Kevin called a foul. The crowd went crazy. Like, no.
that game right there, though, man. You gotta think about this.
He took my redemption away.
That was the best game I ever played in because it was 8 legit NBA pros.
See that?
Some of the games, Gilbert and them. Yeah.
Not a lot of people can actually say they played in a game with 8 legit NBA pros.
Yeah.
Gilbert Arenas was the only second-round draft pick on that team.
Yeah.
And he was the best player on that team.
It wasn't.
Dante Green's coming out of high school.
Yeah.
Michael Beasley's coming out of high school. Bill Walker coming out of high school. Nolan Smith coming out of high school.
Yeah.
Trey Kelly, Isaiah Swan, established, getting a couple dollars down. Just left South Carolina and Florida State. They was loaded. You know
And
what I'm
all of
saying?
them was on the same team?
And we only lost to him by like
Yeah.
6 in double overtime. And Gerald fouled out.
Yeah.
If Gerald don't foul out,
Y'all probably win.
we win.
What
But-
Gerald have in that game?
52.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I had 35, Gerald had 52.
Well, like at the time when he was up there, he was like number 18, eight
Number
in
5.
in the country.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Scoring.
Number 5.
Okay.
5.
He fluctuated from 3 to 5.
Yeah.
The only person that didn't
Was
lose
Gary,
the
wasn't
spot was Reggie. Reggie Williams. Reggie Williams led him in scoring. KD was like, if Reggie was Reggie Williams, Gary, KD, Gerald, and Steph Curry.
I
Gerald
really,
Steph Curry,
I'm gonna
yeah,
tell
I
you
remember
something. I really believe this. One, if it was a bigger school, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm gonna say this first. 2 was bigger school.
Who, Gerald?
Yeah.
Loyal? Yeah.
But 1, if his needs was right.
But that
He kept
came
having
from
problem with
our
his
so
knees.
listen, we blame people like him. We love you, but we blame him at the same time. At this modern day, they kept us in basketball.
Right.
Our bodies didn't heal.
Yeah, because he
We want to
always
sleep at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night.
He's always turning around against
Yeah,
shots.
his knee never was right. after that.
We would stop playing basketball. And you got to think, at one point, and I tell people this story all the time. Yo, it was one night. I think you might have been there. We was down Federal Hill. This night down Federal Hill was probably the greatest. You couldn't put all that talent back on one place at one time. You got Darnell, Mello, me, Joey, Gerald, Tyler, Kenny Minor, Draper, Rebo. It was crazy. Like Stevie, Booker. Yo, we like 15, 20 deep down Federal Hill. 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. You gotta think. We used to want to hoop when it cooled down.
Yeah.
So we would go down Federal Hill.
The lights down there, baby.
1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
One
I
day,
used to play down there all the time, too.
somebody rolled past
Just like that.
us one day, right? Like I tell people who was with us that day still remember this story. Like somebody was watching. Remember how you might remember Rebound? Aaron Manigault's story. How his man used to sit back and just watch him.
Yeah.
A dude was sitting back watching us. We didn't even know. On everything I love, everybody that was there with me. Yo, that man went back and bought like 7 large pizzas, about 10 jugs of juice, and was like, yo, all y'all going somewhere one day. I couldn't tell you who this man was from Adam or Eve. But we didn't know what we was gonna eat. We was really hooping, sitting there chilling. We all done. We done. Like we done.
Dirty.
Sitting down, yeah.
You know you hoop out
Saying,
sweaty.
yo, yeah.
dirty,
Yo, pull up like, man. Yo, this for y'all. Like, huh?
Y'all gave him a game. Y'all gave him something to watch.
It was something better than money.
Yeah.
I think you got a Mello. You gotta think Mello had the greatest growth spurt ever in life. I don't know if people understand that.
No.
In
I can tell you
98
from the beginning.
In 98, coming out of Mount Royal, we walked across that stage together. He was 5'8", I was 5'9". Coming back ninth grade, he was 6'3", I was 5'10". Coming back sophomore year, he was 6'6", I was fucking 5'11", barely knocking on fucking 6 feet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the growth spurt was crazy. We looking at you like, yo, he was always good. But when he got 6'6",
But Mello wasn't the best player around at that time.
Darnell was the best player.
Thank you. What did I tell you all the time?
Darnell Hopkins was the best player.
know.
I tell people all the time, if Darnell, we just talk about it.
What's up? D-Hop.
But all of us hung together. Kenny, Tyler, Darnell, and Mello all hung together. They was all
Right.
best friends.
Right.
Kenny, Mello, Tyler, all won Player of the Years, right behind each other.
Right behind each other. Yep.
What D-Hop won at?
Tulsa Catholic.
Tulsa
Coach Catholic. Yeah.
It was on that Tulsa Catholic team. It was that ninth grade year. Mello, once again,
You got real. Hold on. Let me
Mello
tell you
played
this too.
JV.
I tell everybody that. Man, I tell everybody that. I tell
Mello
everybody
played
that.
JV.
Mello played.
Ninth grade year. Mello didn't play varsity. Mello
we
didn't come up
stayed-
to like the 10th.
Yep. He came in 10th grade year. Came 10th grade year.
Yeah, Mello didn't play varsity.
You gotta realize Mello on Myrtle.
Yeah.
1200 block of Myrtle.
Right.
1100 block. I'm sorry. Then you go right around the corner on Harlem and Lafayette.
That's what Darnell was about.
You got Darnell.
Darnell and Darnell.
Darnell. Then you make the another left and you got Gerald right there on
Gerald right
Bradley.
there on Bradley.
Yo,
And
it was
guess what?
crazy.
Yo, you gotta think, Tyler used to walk